I'm going to try to make myself lighter over the roots so I don't slide and the bike doesn't get stuck. So that really helps me when I go and tackle any other feature around the world. I feel I've progressed. I'm becoming a better rider. So. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is a pretty exciting day for me because I've got a brand new bike and also I've ridden very little over the past 4 months, mostly due to weather. It's been cold, rainy and snowy in Squamish. So that gave me some time to ski and do other stuff which I really enjoy, but I miss riding and I miss putting out video for you to enjoy. So today we're going to change that and I'm gonna make a video on how to get back being comfortable on the bike, how to get back some confidence after an injury or some time off. We're gonna look at a bunch of features. We're gonna go harder and harder as we go through that video, and I'm gonna look at where is the problem and how I find a solution to ride my bike safely and comfortably. Let's go. Okay, bike reveal. This is my new Propane Spindrift CF 2023. Same bike as that last year. That's my big enduro / freeride bike. I love riding this bike. It's awesome when I push outside of my comfort zone. And I have the same components. So should be fairly easy to get used to it today. It's gonna be perfect for what we are about to do. And I had announced it, but I now have an affiliate link to the Propane website. So if you check out the link in the description, if you purchase a bike on Propane using that link, that support my channel. So thank you so much for that. Let's go ride. Okay, new bike, new trail. Thank you, Emmett. Let's go. It's really slippery. So hard to carry speed. You guys okay? Kind of. Aquí está muy empeñado para regresar a donde es su coche.
We have one upstairs and one downstairs.
Okay, so I think it's better to come down and then it's all downhill until the car. Okay, best of luck guys.
Cheers, Remy. Have a good ride.
Buena suerte.
Gracias.
Okay, that's a bummer, so definitely gonna take it easier now. That was fun. Feeling pretty warmed up, pretty comfortable already on the bike, but it's definitely winter. Very slippery out there. First feature of the day. This is the bridge of Ditch Pig that goes just above the world famous Alf Nelson. But first, let's take a look at my bike. If you look at the wheels, they are E13 components, and that's right, this video is brought to you by E13. I've been working with the company since 2015, on their wheels since 2017. I run the chain guide, the valve, the cassettes, the sealant, and of course the wheels. And for me, in order to be confident riding my bike, I need to be confident with the product I'm riding, and I want the highest level of reliability, especially when it comes to wheels, since they are subject to so many impact and so many forces. Of course, weight, performance is key, but having a product that I know is gonna hold up regardless of the situation has been an absolutely key point of my riding, and I've been stoked on them. So if you want to treat yourself a pair, check out the link in the description. You can use the code REMY15, that will give you a discount on the entire E13 website. Wheels come with a lifetime warranty. Check them out. Let's go back to riding. So this is our bridge. It's about 15 feet long, fairly easy to ride, but you can actually gap over it, which is what I've done in 2020. And when you do so, it's really fun because you carry really good speed out, and that makes the rest of the trail even more fun. But today I'd like to share with you the method and the technique I use to look at a feature and A, figure out if it's doable, and B, how to do it so I can do it safely and consistently every single time. Let's start. This feature actually has a lot of problems. The first one is it's not straight, meaning that if you just ride the trail how it is and jump it, you land on the big tree at the bottom, which is obviously not what I want to do. My solution is going to be to open the line. By opening the line and coming riders left, that allows me to set up perfectly for where I want to land. Now, second issue, there is a huge compression at the bottom, meaning that even if I carry a lot of speed, my bike is gonna compress before the actual takeoff, and I'm going to be losing a lot of time. So I need to take that in consideration, go even faster on the run-in, and adjust my pop accordingly. I see three other problems. First one, the landing is steep, narrow, which make a very sharp knuckle. If I were to case a jump, I could potentially go over the bar. So in order to make sure that this does not happen, I'm going to go faster so I can at least clear the gap, potentially overshoot, which will be okay since my bike's got a lot of travel and I feel comfortable hucking to flats. The bike is set up a certain way where it can take big compression, so I'll be okay with that. Second issue, the handrails. This one is not a problem because it's not in my line at all. This one though is gonna be very close to where I want to land. So in order to make sure I don't clip it with my handlebar, I'll be adapting my trajectory and I will take off quite a lot on the left of the takeoff so I can be in the air coming slightly sideways and land precisely without risking to click the handrail. And the last issue, it's winter, it's wet and cold, so everything is slippery. The trail builder made a really good job with marking the wood so you can get some traction, but that means I have to pay extra attention to land perfectly straight so I don't slide. I feel like I know everything there is to know about this feature. The run out, there is actually nothing to be worried about. So I'm gonna be taking a closer look to the run-in, especially because the ground is soft and it's slippery, so that might be more difficult than usually to carry speed. So let's go. The last part of the run-in is actually pretty straightforward, fairly easy. You have time to align perfectly with the jump the way you wish, and you have time to set up correctly your body on the bike to make a successful pop. The issue I have is more higher up on the run-in, where it gets very tricky to carry speed, and if you are not able to carry enough speed up there, you'll not be able to make up the speed right there before the jump. So this is the key part up there. The main concern for me is the slippery roots as well as those compressions that are gonna slow down the bike. So in order to avoid losing speed, I'm going to try to make myself lighter over the roots so I don't slide and the bike doesn't get stuck. And I'm going to look for patches where the dirt is good, where I can actually push, compress the bike and generate speed, and then preload over any holes or any roots so I can keep my speed up for the second part. So I'm gonna hike up, do a run-in, and then I'll jump it. Okay, run-in. Running felt great, felt confident, I carry really good speed. I was able to float over the roots and have a pretty smooth line. I made myself lighter above the roots and really heavy in the compression. So on the corner behind me, carried really good speed for the little step down after, and then I used my core and I really pushed on the bike to carry really good speed and open the line for after for the jump. So I definitely have the speed. I feel confident, I feel good, so let's try it. Okay, first attempt. Nice! Haha, it's so fun! That was awesome!
How did that go?
Yeah, really good. Feeling really happy. I was feeling really confident coming onto the jump, and you know, I'm very analytical of my running, and I should have jumped slightly more to the right, a bit closer to the handrail, but I played it on the safe side. And now I'm gonna take on all the feedback I got from, you know, my own riding and how the bike felt, how the feature felt, so I can build on top of that and improve the style, improve the speed, and start progressing. So let's do it again. Okay, attempt number 2. Nice. That was fun. So I was told that my thumbnails are quite boring on YouTube. So let's see if we can improve that. How was that?
Dude, mission accomplished.
That's the highest I could go, I think.
Look, you cleared
Oh,
the mud.
nice. That's awesome. Okay, I'm stoked on that. Let me know if you enjoy that thumbnail, leave me a comment below. And hopefully we'll get some good ones for the future videos. Look how gnarly that looks from the front.
Super steep landing. It looks like a wall from the front.
And it's super narrow too, so.
Yeah, it looks like a straight vertical.
Okay, let's get a shot of it. Let's do the ditch pick gap one more time. And then head to the car and do some more riding. Woo! Woo! That was fun. Such a cool trail. Definitely not jumping this bridge though. Thank you to Sorka for building such an amazing network of trails, and check out the link to the Sorka website in the description if you come and ride Squamish. That supports a lot the network. We now made it to famous Guranga, so let's take a look at it. So on the right it's my line, but not gonna do it just yet. Nice. Dirt is pretty good. Here we are, Guranga. That's a good way to test my confidence. So let's see how I feel and hopefully do the Remy line down there. We've made it to our second feature. If you watch my channel for a while, you definitely recognize this place. It's called Guranga, here on Alice Lake. The main line is right behind Alex. It's a double black diamond trail and it is already very difficult. And back in 2018, 2019, I've come up with that new line. So you've got a very steep rock face. It's very exposed. and I normally nose manual, jump into the steepest part of the slab. Then you got to manage that huge compression, really activate your core to stay strong on the bike, regain control of your bicycle in between the compression and the drop, and then you have to try to spot a landing, which you can actually only see once you get here. So you already pass the point of non-return, and make a nice little pop, angle the bike, get back on your brakes as soon as possible to really control the speed at the bottom, which is very, very tricky. I've done videos with Steve Van Der Hoek, Johan Bailey on it, so go check them out. And since Jesse Melamed, Jackson Goldstone, Jake Jewitt, and a few more other riders have done it, and they all have one thing in common: they are all extremely talented. So that's to tell you how difficult is this feature. And I try to do it as often as I can, just so I can keep building my skill, keep building my confidence, my experience on the bike, so that really helps me when I go and tackle any other feature around the world. And today I'm feeling good, so let's have a better look and then I'll send it. So this feature has many problems, but fortunately many solutions. The first problem is gonna be the off-camber rock face on top, and the key for me is going to be applying as much weight as possible on my left leg because it's off-camber, using my front brake more than I use my rear brake because the front brake actually stops you, rear brake only slows you down, and it's a little bit wet, so it will be very easy to slide the rear off the edge of the rock face. So I'm gonna be focusing on that. Then I'm gonna be resetting to really make sure I have very strong core, strong upper body and legs to take the big compression. Drop my heels in the middle to really keep the bike on the ground, slow down, and then I'll try to make sure I'm perfectly axled in order to do the drop, control my speed before, do a little whip so I can drop my right shoulder to angle the bike towards the landing, and then make myself heavy to really slow down where there is traction, which is that good dirt at the bottom. Big difficulties here, the compression to manage, and having a stiffer bike is gonna definitely help me. Obviously having a stronger body is absolutely essential. And there is a bunch of trees, so when there's trees around, you don't want to look at the trees because you go where you look. So I'll be focusing on where I want to go instead of where I don't want to go. And that's basically it for now. So let's give a go and see how I feel. First attempt today of Guranga. Very slow and control. Lots of weight on my left arm and left leg. Nice. That was really smooth. I feel like I'm still progressing as I'm getting older, so hopefully I still have a long career ahead of me.
It looks easy, eh?
Well, I hope I make it look easy. If I don't make it look easy, then I'm close to retiring.
So was it as easy as it looked?
I'll say it felt fairly easy. I don't want to sound cocky, but I've done it so many times, and I feel like I'm well prepared with the bike, with my body, with how I analyze the feature. It felt exactly like how I expected it. Everything was pretty predictable. Like, I'm so used to this bike. You know, the brakes, the tires, suspension, even the pedals felt exactly how I expected to feel. And that does a lot for the confidence. So going onto that feature, I know that I have, you know, the right bike, the right setup, everything is right to successfully do it. But I'm stoked. I'm gonna do it again, and I'm even more stoked that as I get older, this is actually way less scary than it used to be for me. So I feel I've progressed. I'm becoming a better rider, so it's good. Attempt number 2. Woo! Yeah, pretty stoked on that second attempt. I definitely had more style on the drop. I kind of whipped a little bit more, angled the bike a little bit flatter, which is for style, but also that allows me to have a better trajectory to exit the feature. And this was possible because I was more relaxed, and that's simply because I was more confident. I just had done it 5 minutes ago, so now doing it again, I felt like I was even less nervous. So let's take on to the next feature now. much an early feature. Can't believe I did that in 2020 in my Shreddit. Just coming super blind, and I remember at the time I just like had not considered it until I got here, and for some reason I felt it and I just sent it. I was very confident that day. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, boy.
I got it. Woo! I went a little bit long and the landing is flatter than it used to, but that's also because I played the safety first, and now we're gonna go a bit more precise and add some style.
Hey, not too bad for an old man.
Yeah, I mean, definitely older than I was 4 years ago, but no, I felt good. I wasn't super precise, but that's because first attempt in a while, I'd rather go a little bit long than a little bit short. So now I know the speed, I can tap my brake a tiny bit, do a nicer pop, add some style, and be smoother and more stylish. Attempt number 2 of my drop on Wesso. Woo! Nice! Definitely wasn't as smooth and precise as I wanted, but as you can see, it's getting dark, and as Alex mentioned, I'm not too young anymore and I struggle to see when it's dark. So we're gonna cut it for today, but that was a fun day. I felt good. I felt pretty young actually. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Please drop me a comment if you liked it, and I really hope that the way I look at a feature, a gap or a line can help you progress with your own riding style in your own riding area. And I'd like to give a massive shout out to E13 for sponsoring that video. So check out those carbon wheels on their website using the link in the description. And talking about description, if you wish to purchase a propane bike, I now have an affiliate link, so it's right below at the top of the description. Also, there is a bunch of links and code. You could save some money on DVO suspension, but also 7 mesh using the code REMI15. See you next week.